The Fortis board meet is all set to be scheduled today, and it's going to take a call on the binding bids at hand. But meanwhile, 4 directors have been accused of poor corporate governance and their right to shareholders, urging to let them stay on. A change right now, of course, would certainly be quite turbulent. That's what these directors are claiming. Let's go across to Ashwin then, who's been tracking the story right from day one. Ashwin, over to you.
In a few hours from now, the Fortis board is scheduled to meet to take a call on the 4 binding bids that have been submitted for the company. The binding bids, of course, have been submitted by the Munjals and Burmans, IHH, TPJ Manipal, and KKR Radiant. Now, clearly, minority shareholders, from what sources are telling us, are currently in favor of the IHH bid, which is, according to them, the best bid in terms of valuation at 175 rupees per share. But it's not just their say that is going to be important, but also the say of the expert advisory panel. Now, the expert advisory panel is in fact going to make recommendations to the board along with investment banking firm Upfoot Capital, and it is based on their recommendations that the board will now take a call as far as picking the final winner is concerned. If you look at this entire process, you brought up the aspect about the directors. The directors on the Fortis board, that's been a bone of contention, and that's been a sore point because many of the minority shareholders have felt that the board needs to in fact get some of their nominees as well, and that's the reason why on May 22nd there is an EGM which will in fact look at incorporating some of the nominees of the minority shareholders on the board of Fortis. But I'm not really too sure how that's going to help because the main decision is going to be taken today. But the EGM is much later on May 22nd. Having kept that in mind, this has been a very, very hotly contested bidding war, perhaps one of the most eagerly contested bidding wars in recent times. But the big factor is going to be due diligence. Many of the other suitors feel that TPJ Manipal has got many months of due diligence, so therefore it's not a level playing field. These are certain areas that the board will have to now look at. So all eyes now on what the board decides, and we of course at ET Now will keep you updated with all the latest that comes in from that crucial board meeting in Delhi.
That's right, absolutely. We at ET Now are on top of the story, and we will bring you all the updates as and when it pans out.